Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the Plamax 1 to 350 scale Cherno Alpha. Now this is not a Bandai product, but rather a product made from Plamax, which is also known as Max Factory, and which is also associated with the company called the Good Smile Company. And what I've also recently realized is that the Good Smile Company is the distributor of Max Factory, hence being associated with each other. If you don't know what Good Smile Company is, it's the company that makes the famous Nendroid figures. So yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, those who don't know, I am a big fan of the Pacific Rim movie. I really love the Jaeger designs. I only recently figured out that there were kits of the first movie. And yes, I know that Bandai is making the Pacific Rim Uprising Jaeger HGs as well, and I already did pre-order all four of the products. Technically three Jaegers, but the Gypsy Avenger has two versions, which is one is the normal version and one is the DX version, which comes with the LED and the stand. Yeah, so I just bought it out of impulse. But anyway, here we have the review of the kit, and I absolutely loved this kit. The quality, very good, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with this kit. But before that, let's get on with the usual. First of all, what you get, of course, from the box is, of course, Cherno Alpha. You get some leftover polycaps, two of the same plates, I believe, or a little bit different, but yeah. You get two of the same plates of polycaps, black polycaps. And then, now inside the kit, there is this plastic LED block sort of thing. I should have taken a picture of it, but there's this like T-shaped plastic block which has a switch and a battery compartment as well. So let me get this beyond that. There's not much accessories to this product than you think. Here is its water slides. Yes, these are water slides, but I did not use any except for this one, which actually goes into the cockpit section where the pilots are in. Now, this kit, if you've seen any advertisements or promo pics of this kit, it all the promo pics only show how the fully painted, weathered up, and all decaled version. There were no pictures of like the straight out of the box build, so hence I'm doing that as well. Now, for me, I only used the cockpit section, which was like an orange water slide, because I only came. Uh, for me, when it comes to water slides or any decals, I only use like the one that's really noticeable or the ones that like I have like an image of. For example, if I bought the F91 Gundam, and then if I was supposed to use this decals, I would probably mostly only use the F91 symbol because that's the only one that I pretty much know or that's really symbolic to me. Anyway, that's this. These are all water slides. Yeah, it's really tricky for me to do these, but yeah. Among this, you get these parts. Now, one is a fist, which, if you've seen the movie, Cherno Alpha does like fold its thumb inside and then makes a fist sort of thing. And then you have a separate hand, which actually has individually articulated, well, not individually articulated, but fingers that can move like this. And then you have these extension parts, which if you've seen also in the movie, you could see like Cherno Alpha doing some sort of piston attack damage with his fist. This is for that part. Anyway, that's pretty much it for its components. Now let's get on to the awesome review of this kit. Now, another reminder: this is a kit, not a figure. I know. I believe that it's called NECA. Made a bunch of like whatchamacallit, figurines of the Pacific Rim series, but for me, I really can't get into buying like whatchamacallit figurines because I really don't have like the feel of to get them. And also, just since my channel is mostly focused on Gunpla, I guess a lot of people are, curious on how big this is. Despite being called 1:350 scale, it's no joke. It's nothing to laugh about. Here's right next to one generic size HG, an average size HG, and an average size MG, and it's still taller than these two things. I did the measurements in centimeters. It's around about 24 centimeters on height. It really depends on how you put your legs. I tend to put my kid like for the Jaeger a little bit folded up because it kind of looks awkward with its leg full, all opened up and straight. Because in the movie, I believe we never actually saw that Cherno Alpha with his legs like straight in combat. Anyway, let's get on to the review. And sorry, my camera, and I don't know why it's something bright, but the color of the kit is a little bit more darker than you see on the camera because the lights is making it look a little bit lighter as well. So it's like one of those generic military green camel colors sort of things. Anyway, let's start with the head, I guess. Okay, here's the head. Now, if you bought this expecting to be the exact same quality of a normal or modern Bandai Gunpla kit, that's kind of not the case. You should have not had that expectations because this is made from an entirely different company. So yeah, as a Jaeger, even in the movie, we barely saw any articulation with these guys. It's pretty much non-existent on the main head. I mean, the head, it's there. The entire body is like the thing. I mean, you don't have like an actual head. So yeah, there is a little bit of movement on the waist. It's connected to a ball joint, but it's really, really minimal like that. It only moves like 2 to 3 centimeters because we have also this peg, which I'm not really sure what serves the purpose, but it actually blocks the movement to the side. So yeah, that's pretty much the main reason. Now, this is where I really got like almost a serious nerdgasm. Now you can open the head up and then you can reveal a switch, and in front of the switch you have this compartment which actually contains the batteries. The product does not come with batteries. It comes with the LED block, as I mentioned, a T-shaped LED blocks that goes inside the main body. You have to use these batteries, like I'm not sure what this exact size are, but these are like lithium batteries. So yeah, you need 3 of these. So if you ordered or bought this, you might want to get that like individually. And then here's the part where like the highlight. You have the switch, you turn it on, and it turns on a lot of LEDs. Also, you can open these parts that were also opened in the movie for like a brief second, and you can reveal more LED lights like that. I really love this gimmick. Absolutely love it. Even the cockpit, the side. I'm not sure if these are considered shoulders, but those big thruster looking things. And then the main camera eye, which is, I don't know, it kind of looked off place for me, but even in the movie, I really did not think that was like the main eye camera of the Jaeger. But anyway, yeah, you have all these gimmicks. I really, really love this. You know, just in case I want to turn off because I don't want to waste the battery too much. But yeah, and the way how this connects is that there's a hole here, a peg here, and like we have these pegs here that connects to these teeth holes as well. So it has a very firm connection. Overall, the kit itself is very firm. I have no single loose piece on the kit as well. So as I mentioned, you can open these sections up. I'm not sure what these are for. I did read the wiki, but it wasn't really stated like what those parts are. I saw those were like thruster engines, or maybe it was trying to cool itself or something. But yeah. Okay, now let's look at the actual articulations. Now the arms can move to the side around almost 90 degrees, but a lot of stuff are blocking it. 360 twist, oh boy. Now you have another peg here that connects to the main arm, so with that you can also twist the arm like 360 if possible, and then you can go down that much, 90 degrees, oh boy. 90 degrees, and can go forward about to the front almost 90 degrees because of this part's blocking it. Backwards, almost 90 degrees as well. The entire thing cannot go 360 in this form because, once again, blocked. And the bent is about a 90-degree bent, which is enough for this kit. I mean, even in the show, I don't think Cherno Alpha did like a full double bent joint or something like that. Because this, I believe this is, the Cherno Alpha is a Mark 1 Jaeger, so I don't think there's like too much gimmicks into it. Okay, we've seen that. Once again, connected to the ball joint, and here the waist section or the crotch area. Once again, you can move the leg forward about that much, 90 degrees up front. You can't go back that much because this part is blocking it. Oh, and just in case, if you guys wanted to know, it's not connected to a ball joint, but it's rather a polycab and peg connection right over here. So just letting you guys know. Same goes to here as well, polycab and peg connection. It can go to the side a little bit, only a little bit, so that's that. And the leg bend, very good bend actually. A little bit more than 90 degrees and very stiff, so that's that. And the feet are ball jointed feet as well, and you have this part that sort of moves around, which I'm not really too sure what's the purpose. And these things that look like pistons, but more like antennas now when I come to think of it. Okay, now we did see its basic articulation, and that was pretty much it, I guess. Now we have its accessories. I'm not gonna show like the demonstration of the entire hand, but here's one hand. How this works is that we have this hand, which individual fingers do move like this. They don't bend, but that's pretty much it. Even the main thumb moves, and then the way how this works is that you need to connect it into a polycab hole here with this peg. So you have to interchange them, and for these ones, the way how this works is that you need to take off the arm like this, and then you have this part which you also need to take off. Oh boy. You have to take off this middle section connector here, and then you have this part where it has 3 pegs, goes into this 3-hole area like that, and then you reconnect the rest like this. And now by doing this, you can now recreate the beating up the kaiju gimmick, where it was like punching the kaiju's face with some sort of piston action going on here. So yeah, I mean, it is able to actually pull off a lot of poses that was actually shown in the movie. So that's actually very good. What I really don't like with certain kits is that, especially on the boxes, when the kid on the box art or promo pic actually does a certain pose that it cannot do in real life, I really hate when they do that. The only thing that actually did that to me was, I believe it was from a G-Reco kit. I think it was the Elf Bullock, where they had this pose going on. They had their arms crossed, and that was not possible. Anyway, yeah, you can mostly pull off its pose. In the movie, when Cherno Alpha, before battling, he was like, now in the wiki they said it was like hitting its own like torso here, but I thought it more looked like hitting their own fist like this. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is basically it. There's not much accessories, but keep in mind, if you've seen the movie, you should know what a Jaeger has and what it's capable of doing. Now, the price of this is not too cheap. It's more like around $90, and I also had to pay shipping fee because I ordered this directly from Japan, and I say it was worth it. Now, there's another Jaeger out there made from also Plamax or Max Factory, which is the Gypsy Danger. Now, the funny thing is that they made the Cherno Alpha first, and then the next month, this came out on 2016 December, and then the next month, which is 2017 January, they made the Gypsy Danger. And currently, my YouTube ad revenue is up to $85. Once I get up to 100, I think, no, I will be getting that Gypsy Danger with my YouTube ad revenue because I really love the Pacific Rim Jaegers. Anyway, yeah, so for me, what I could say is that I would recommend this kit. Anybody who's a big fan of the Pacific Rim movie, or especially with Cherno Alpha, you will not be disappointed. Oh, one more thing. The only water slide I did use was in the cockpit. This orange section right over here, the good thing is that there's a clear piece on top of it. Basically, there's this gray piece, and you have to put this orange water slide thing on the tip of it, and then close it up with a clear piece. So that's the only water slide I used because the cockpit was like, I guess, one of these things that I remembered. Anyway, yeah, if you have the money, it's worth it. The LED makes it just even more fun to build. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Pacific Rim Plamax 1:350 scale Cherno Alpha. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below as well. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.